Playing right now at Easton Town Center, and Marcus Crosswoods is the movie The Private Eye. Now, it has Matt Rife, who's from Columbus, and one of our favorite guests of all time, Eric Roberts. Eric, what's going on, man?
Welcome back, Eric.
TORG and Elliott, good morning, you cool cats.
How are you, man?
I could not be better. I could not be better because I'm talking about a fun movie and I'm with you guys. Could not be better.
How was Matt Rife? I think he's a local kid. And he's been in the studio a bunch of times, and now he's absolutely huge. How was it working with a comedian in like his first big acting role?
Well, Matt Rife, I knew way before his first acting role. I gave Matt Rife a little part in Sought by My Doctor, you know, that Lifetime series I do, and I gave and we put him in a Brett Young video with Keaton Simons, and we've been Matt Rife proponents forever. So we're glad to see this movie come out, and we just love the kid.
And this has a little comedy as well. The Private Eye, it is a comedy.
It's a comedy, yeah. It's a little bit funny. Who knew?
A little bit. Well, it says a mystery romance / comedy.
Yeah, it does have romance, and not involving me, but there is a romance in the movie. Yep.
All right, so Eric, you're in a movie like this, and it's kind of romance comedy, romantic comedy. How much ad-libbing's done on the set? Did the director let yourself and Matt kind of just go where they wanted to with this?
He did, but here's the thing: it was a good script, so we stuck to the script. We didn't go off the script much. We went off on occasion, like Matt and I have a scene in a prison cell that about half of it's improv. But we stuck to the script for the most part because it's a good script.
Is there any twist at the end? I love movies with twists.
It's a huge twist, and I can't even hint at it because it'll give it away. But, yeah, what you think is A is not A or B. It is W and Z. It is complete surprise.
Okay, cool. Easton Town Center, by the way, and Marcus Crosswood showing The Private Eye now in theaters. So what did you do during the strike, man? You guys were gone a long time.
Well, we were. But so I went to other countries and did other movies.
Well, so you continued to... Yeah, you've always been a hardworking guy, Eric. You've never been idle for long, have you?
Look, I've got the best job on the planet, and I know it, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Of course.
So I read in Page Six, because you were mentioned earlier this week in Page Six, they had an article, a great article interviewing you about this movie and your daughter. They said at the end of the article you had 89 projects either completed or in the works. 89?
I don't know. I don't count, pal. I'm sorry. I don't know.
But that would have to make you now, because we've talked about this before. You were either close to the record of being in the most movies, or this would have to take you over to the top, correct?
I don't know, but why don't you find out, and we'll celebrate at your radio station.
We'll do it next time you're in town. Hey, so you've been around Hollywood a while, and I read this in either the Hollywood Reporter and Variety or something like that. They said the next generation, the current generation now, won't know who James Dean is. Is there like scuttlebutt in Hollywood? How come there hasn't been a movie or a docudrama or something about this iconic actor? It's weird to me that you're going to have a generation of kids now that are going to have no idea who James Dean is.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who is James Dean?
Yeah. Too easy. I knew you were going to do it. That's great.
You know what, though? All you can do is swallow it. Yeah, people don't remember other people unless they're reminded, unless they're shown. You just got to accept it and move on, dude. It's life and death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is young Hollywood different today, Eric?
Young Hollywood is very different, and I could badmouth them all day on the phone here with you, but it's going to do no good.
Yes, correct.
Accept them as they are and enjoy them as they're enjoyable.
Well, that being said, are they into the craft as much when it comes to getting into the character, acting, being professionals on the set? I mean, is it always the same? What was the same 30 years ago, the same now with the young actors, where they're all professionals, they know their roles, know how to act?
Well, you think they're not up until you meet a Matt Rife, and then you go, oh, they're like we were. So yeah, they just have a different approach because everything was made easier because they had a laptop, dude.
Yeah, and let's face it, the entire country, the world is different today.
It sure is, pal. It sure is. Everything we do is all affected by that little machine.
Yeah, and I know you got to go because you got to make a TikTok video after this call, but we want to thank you.
Hey,
thank you for even thanking me. You want to be my personal assistant?
Eric, you're a grandfather of what, 4 grandchildren, correct?
3.
3.
2 girls and a boy.
How many diapers have you changed in the past 2 years?
Past 2 years, I've changed maybe half a dozen tops. We have two that are only one that's potty trained, and the other 2 are working at it.
Yeah, that's a tough. See, everybody says, and my kids are still semi-young, but everyone says, "Oh, wait till your grandparents." Great, and then I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be older though and have to change diapers. That's kind of like the downfall of the downside of being a grandparent.
Well, there's also a great thing about being a grandfather. They take the baby out of your hands when it like smells funny. They think they have to do it for you.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's okay.
Well, give it a few years, they'll be changing our diapers. So
That's awful to even contemplate.
Hey, you were great in The Suits, the series The Suits, and I saw because of Netflix, it's kind of rejuvenated that series. I think it was one of the most watched series of 2023. They're doing a spinoff. I believe your character went to the Slammer, but is there any chance because he was so great, a great villain in that show, any chance you would be in the Suits spinoff that they're developing?
I have not been notified, so start a campaign on the internet and get me on that show.
Yeah, it was really. Did you know when you did that? Because I think you were early on in the show. Was there any idea, like, man, reading this script, playing this character, this show is going to do some serious kicking ass in the next few years?
We had no idea. In fact, I always bank on the opposite. This is going nowhere. I always bank on the opposite.
And it turned out to be
yeah,
great.
that's a good way to go. All right. Thank you, Eric
Thanks,
Roberts.
Eric.
In theaters now, The Private Eye.
Have a great day.
Take care.